Hey guys, I am having some technical difficulties, but I'm on my DJI Osmo Mobile on the car mount. First time trying it out. It seems not to be working, so I put the facial recognition on. It seems to be working now. Let's see. Sorry for the bad lighting, but I'm gonna have to do with it. So, anyways, I am in the 2015 Golf GTI S-Trim 6-speed manual. I've been waiting a while to test drive this car. I was able to drive it through Turo. Not paying me to say that, but I like the app. It's great. You can rent other people's cars. So I'm renting this Golf GTI. So here I am. I'm on my way to my friend's house. I'm doing some highway driving, freeway driving right now, and yep, facial recognition's not working. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? What we got here are keys to a 2015 GTI S-Trim. We got it in the dark charcoal gray. As you can see, this does not have the performance pack. It does have the lighting package, which you might have seen, which has the daytime running lights, the LEDs right here. It's got the bi-xenon lights that are adaptive, so when you're actually driving and you turn, it'll turn with you, which is really cool when you're on like dark, windy roads somewhere doing some maybe bad shit. You can see better. And as you can see, it's got the iconic GTI red stripe all the way through the headlights, which you get that on the lighting package. If you do not get the lighting package, you only get the red strip right here. It stops here. You also have the fog lights, which these are really cool. They're LED as well, which is pretty awesome. Let's actually turn them on for you guys to see them instead of just talking about them. And then you got the LEDs for the fog lights right there. You get that really awesome high-end look of the car. Really nice, really good. LEDs all around for the lights, xenon. Really awesome. So, what else does this car have? Well, it's a 4-door, as you can see. It's the cloth interior, the iconic plaid seats, which is pretty cool. This is the 6-speed manual, as you can see there. We got the cool golf ball style shifter, which is pretty awesome. You can also see my awesome charging port for my phone. And what's really neat about this car is the room you get. I'm 6 foot. This is my driving position right here, and I got a lot of room. I mean, I got a couple more inches. Like, really, like if this was a bigger person, they could put the seat back, or I could just, you know, it's cool. I can have a good, comfortable ride if we're going to Vegas or something like that, a long trip. You got the cool, you got the AC vents here, which is really cool. Again, kind of like a nice thing to have for a car in this class. Some of those things are not available with other vehicles. And you got the, of course, the hatch, which right here, the car I borrowed today, this was broken, but of course, if you bought one, it would be working. Good size car here. Again, the seats fold back, which is really great because the whole point of getting a hatch is being able to carry stuff around, right? That you usually wouldn't be able to in a sedan. So if you got a bike, if you have pets, if you're going to IKEA and getting shit, because everybody got to get shit from IKEA, right? Even if you don't need it. Yes, I'm married. It means I'm going to IKEA a lot. And so you got the room. It's really good. It's a car that doesn't look that big, but it's kind of big. Like, it's big inside. You got room in there. Deceivingly big inside. And then, of course, it's sporty. You guys all know that are fans of GTIs, and those of you who are not or don't know anything about GTIs, these cars are fast. This is a 210 horsepower turbo engine with a 6-speed that's really smooth, really nice, easy clutch. Actually, I hate to even say this because you probably wouldn't want someone learning stick shift on this car, but if you did, let's say you had a kid or something, or your wife, It's an easy clutch to learn. It's really smooth and really easy to get accustomed to. But this is 210 horsepower. If you get the performance pack, you bump that up to 220 horsepower, so even more. But I'm telling you, this car, I've been driving it for a few hours now. It's fast and it's fun, and it'll kick you back into your seat, which is, you know, hard to get nowadays with some cars. So this is what we got. This particular model that I got to kind of test out today, obviously has, like you see, has tint that's not stock. And the other thing that's really cool, if you guys notice, if you get an angle from here from the side, you'll see that the wheels are kind of sitting flush, right? Flush with the fenders. That is not stock. On the stock, they're probably in a little bit, maybe half an inch more or so. This particular person, you can't see them here. Let's see right here. They have spacers. They have the ECS spacers. I'm not sure how many millimeters, but it's enough to make it stand out and sit flush. Really nice touch. I think spacers, again, don't quote me, but spacers like these are probably like 300 bucks, so it's not a ton of money. If you're really kind of anal about how you want this stance to look, go get them. Why not? It's pretty awesome. Or you could save some more money and get some different wheels. But these are the iconic kind of GTI wheels. They upgraded them from the Mach 6s. And you know what? I actually wasn't like that big of a fan of these wheels, but they're kind of cool. They're growing on me. They're pretty, I don't know. They're growing on me. So obviously, a lot of you out there probably switch out the wheels. I would, but at the first glance, you can kind of roll with those. So let's see. What questions do you got for me?
Reliability. How does this car hold up?
This car, obviously, it's not mine, but Volkswagens are pretty reliable. I would say if we're gonna compare them to like a Honda and Toyotas, they're not up in that level, but you know, I would say like a Honda and Toyota is like 98% reliable, and I would put like Volkswagen at 94 to 90% reliable, which is still an A in my book and still good, right? So if you're like looking to buy a car and you're kind of worried, because I've heard rumors, I've heard things about Volkswagen. I've worked in the car industry before, and you know, little things here and there break, but I think their quality has gone up. And at the same time, like, Volkswagen is one of the biggest car makers in the world, and their goal is to be one of the biggest car makers. One thing that you want to kind of consider or look at it at a different angle is, yes, there was the whole Dieselgate or diesel scandal with Volkswagen. But what was that scandal about? That scandal was about them lying about EPA testing with the diesel engines, okay? There wasn't actually anything wrong with the car. Engines weren't blowing up, engines weren't stalling, cars weren't stalling. It's just that they lied on some numbers, which is bad, and obviously they got punished for it, I mean, big time, with billions of dollars. But in regards to the actual quality of the car, it's still good quality, and nothing actually happened to the car. So yes, it's a good vehicle. And you know, there's a lot of Volkswagens out there, so there's a lot of shops out there. You don't have to necessarily go to the dealership, just like Honda and Toyota and even Nissan. There's mechanics out there that are going to work on these cars. The parts are not too expensive. There's a lot out there, so obviously when there's a lot of supply and demand, you can get good deals on things. So it's a good, reliable car.
What about else? Bang for your buck?
Bang for your buck, man. I think like when you look up the definition of bang for your buck, they should probably have a GTI next to it, because it is the actual definition. Like, this car entry level price is $26,000, about $26,000. Okay, what do you get with those $26,000? You get those rims. They're 18s. Okay, 18s on sport tires. You get those. You don't get a lighting package, but you get the 210 horsepower turbo engine. Let's look under the hood. So we got that. Obviously, ignore the dust. But this is the TSI 210 turbo engine. It's reliable, it's good, it's smooth. It's on the 6-speed manual, it's pretty good. On the DSG, I've only test driven the TSG at the dealerships, but it's pretty smooth, and if you look at other reviews, it's pretty nice. So overall, pretty nice car. What other questions we got though? I'm sure there's other questions out there. What else? How does it handle? How does it ride? I drove this on the freeway and a couple street roads, and it just rides like it's like on train tracks. It's fast, it's on train tracks, the handling's great. I'm gonna try to take it to mountain roads later today, but it's just fun to drive. And at the same time, like, I'm really considering getting this for my wife, and it's gonna be our family car. And it's like the perfect car because she can drive it. I'll have to get the DSG, which is fine because it's a dual clutch and it's pretty awesome. And she can drive it to work and whatnot, and then I can drive it on the weekends and do my shenanigans. It's like the perfect car.
I think I'm
What
sold.
else can you ask? Well, let's go to the dealership and buy one.